ineptitude, and the ineptitude from the nursing home, and the fact that my aunt is a scumbag because she was in charge of the care of my grandmother. She lives in Ohio or Indiana or Michigan or Minnesota. I don't know where she lives, but she was the one who was overseeing my grandmother's care. My grandmother passed away last month, August 17th. My dad got a letter in the mail yesterday on Monday, and that's how he found out about it. His own sister never even called and told him, my aunt. I hate that lady. Like, I hate a lot of people. I really don't have no family that I like. The shitheads deserve to be banned. Something happened too, guys. So, like I was asking a moment ago, I'll probably just have to Google it myself and trying to find out. But it won't show me who my moderators are. It won't show me who the moderators are. I don't know what that means. It was terrible the way I found out because I had a whole bunch of shit going on. You know, yesterday was a big day for myself for certain reasons, and we didn't even have a chance to discuss that, chat, because afterwards, as I'm riding around smoking a celebratory blunt, then my mom texted me and said that my grandma died. No context, just those words. She said grandma died. And so I hurried up and called my mom and talked to my dad, and he was crying because he just got this letter. So I mean, obviously she didn't die the same day, but I'm thinking like she had just died. And it's sad, understandably, I'd imagine. Didn't even get it. Like, it's my fault for live streaming, but yeah, they just went cuckoo, all the dumb shit, trying to monetize my grandmother's passing. It was very gross. I don't even repeat myself because it pisses me off. So that, and then yeah, I don't know. Not only just a weird way of finding out. I feel terrible. I feel bad for my dad because that's how he found out. It was a letter, a month later almost. That's right, brother. And then now she's over here doing stuff for my grandmother just so she can like try and make fun of the fact that I didn't. I don't look at obituaries. I don't go to funerals. Do whatever. You want to call me a scumbag? I don't know. She did meet my grandma. I forgot about that. Wow, you met me. You met my grandmother to just go and have so what? I don't even want to hear about this loser until she figures out what she's doing with her situation over there. Because restraining orders, I would never trust you. She's tried 3 or 4 times to send me messages saying, blah, 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 I promise you I won't get you in no trouble. I don't appreciate the fact you think you got some power over me where you could get me in trouble. I'll never respond to you ever as long as you have that imaginary power. Yeah, they were shitty for that voter. Left me alone on all of the holidays after I fucking got moved all the way to New Jersey and didn't know nobody. I hung out with my friends online. Yes, I did. I remember the shittiest birthday, which was in 2021. I'm not sure what birthday year it was. What would that have been? 36 or 37, I guess. 38. Who knows? She didn't even hang out with me. No Thanksgiving or family events. Voter, my goodness. Let him stay banned. What is this guy doing here? James? Not James. What is this one? Hey, there's our friend in chat. That was a few minutes ago, 14 minutes ago. Cash App. Thank you, City Girl. City Girl, thank you. Thank you, guys. All she tries to do, like she's gonna go and do that. I don't know if it's true or not, but probably is. That's what people with money to waste do. I mean, it's a nice thing to do for the thought, but that's not. I don't believe what it's for. Yeah, getting the news, period, and then having the chat troll and hate on me while at the same time exposing the fact that my aunt was a scumbag. Because whenever they told me that, first I didn't believe them. You know, some other YouTuber goes and doxes this and that. Hey, thank you, City Girl. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Mistress. But the me finding out, of course, I was distraught. I love my grandma, I always will. Nicest lady I ever knew. So I find out about that. And I just thought it had happened like in the last day or a few days or something. I figured it happened like Friday or Saturday. I didn't even give it no thought. I didn't even know it was a letter at first. You know, they texted me. I called the phone. I talking to my dad. He said that his mom died. I was man, I'm sorry. That's terrible. I was like, I'll come over there. I'm about to come back. And then I was driving back, but I was way on the other side of town, like 20 minutes away. And I was pretty sad. The fuck? I was hella sad. I got nobody to talk to. I could have probably like, tried to reach in the phone book deep down and called somebody, or I could have used my emergency phone a friend. Thank you, City Girl. Yeah, yeah. And she was the one that I talked about. Had a bunny rabbit when I was little. Bunny Boo reminded me of that. Yeah, she was a nice person. Yeah, and that's kind of what to expect in the future, I'd imagine. If share something about my life and they're just gonna make it into whatever they can. Very disgusting. But they exposed that my grandmother actually had passed away. There had already been an obituary. Man, that's weird as fuck that my aunt never told my dad. I'm mad for him. I fucking hate my aunt now. Never liked her to begin with. Weird stuck up bitch. Some people are just cold. She got her own issues, I'm sure. Still don't mean that she didn't disrespect my dad and wasn't a bitch like that. Man, that's hurtful. That's why I tell you blood ain't always thick as water or whatever the fuck that saying is, thicker than water. Blood ain't always thicker than water. Blood is thicker than water, but so is syrup. Not that doesn't work. Ooh, Cash App. Let me turn my notifications up. I really don't like that this guy put this. I don't wish I hadn't bought this damn phone case. Because when I had a little money, I was getting ready to just whatever. I spent like whatever. I think like $25 on this phone case. It's not really the phone case I don't like. It's the screen protector. There's like a clear piece of glass or something that goes over the screen called a screen protector. It was like $20. And yeah, it keeps your phone screen from getting broke. Is basically like another piece that goes over the top. But I use my phone screen a lot to do shit like you guys obviously do too. It's all touch screen. And with this phone protector on the screen, it fucks up the way it works. I can notice it. You gotta press the button very hard. It's irritating. Oh man. Let's see. Oh, hey, hold on a second. You got double. Oh, hold on. What is a pending? Hold on a second. I got double cash apps from City Girl. Thank you, City Girl. I'm still figuring out how to use this cash card, but it works. I made it. I did a test on my own. It shows the money right here. It's on my cash card balance. If I want to go to an ATM, it works. They did trick you though. I got to tell you about this one. So you know how much it is to use an ATM, right? $2.50. It could be like $3.50. You know, it's a couple of dollars. No ATM is free unless you go to the one your bank is. Like I got Bank of America. If I go to a Bank of America bank and use an ATM there, or if there's a Bank of America ATM out and about, I can use that without using any money. It doesn't cost a fee to get money out of the bank. Cash App is sneaky though. You have to pay the fee that the ATM charges and another $2.50. They didn't tell me that. So the gas station, so I thought the card didn't work at first. I had paid my balance back up to zero. That's a whole other stupid fiasco. But I had a negative bank account balance that I paid back to zero. And then I had just got this cash card in the mail today. So I'm like, oh, I got a little bit of Cash App on this cash account. I was like, I'll send myself $20 and I'll see if it works. And I went up there and it wouldn't let me take my damn $20 out of the thing. Actually, I already had $3.80. I sent like $3.85 over to my account just to make sure I could even send money to it. And I said, oh damn, that works. Okay. Then I sent whatever the rest was. Like I basically sent a $20 Cash App, and before that I had sent like three something. I had like $23 on my Cash App to use the ATM that I go to. There's a store up here, Cash App. To use the ATM, it costs $3.25, or I can drive like 2 miles to go to the drive-through ATM, which probably takes up as much gas. Sincere condolences. She'll be forever loved. What's up, Lethan? Thank you guys. But yeah, they charge you the $3.50. Let's get some ones. Thank you, everybody. Very, very nice, guys. Thank you. They charged. I didn't have enough money in my account. Long story short, I just jumped to the end of the story. I tried to get money out of the ATM and it wouldn't let me. And I'm like, damn, I know I got the money. I got like $23.85 on this fucking cash card. I was like, it costs $3 whatever to use. It's $3.25 to use the ATM. I had already looked up, and it's just ATM fees to use the cash card, plus the $2.50 I didn't know about. So it ended up being, to get money out of an ATM using your cash card, it's like $5 or so, depends on how much the ATM fee is. But it's an extra $2.50 on top of whatever that ATM charges. Like if you go to a strip club and try to use an ATM there, they're gonna have fees. Or if you go to like a casino and trying to use ATM there, their ATMs are like $5 each, things like that. The gas station is an expensive one, but it's still cool that you can. I essentially have an imaginary bank account because I don't have to have a bank account, and so now these people are like bothering with my actual bank account and trying to just charge money out of that automatically. I don't fuck with that shit. I just let the account go negative. And the most negative it can go is negative $500, and then after like 90 days, they said they'll just close the account. They can't stop these people from charging my shit. And if I ain't got the money, I ain't got the money. You know what I mean? So, no, at the casino I went to. No, at the casino that I went to, $13. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said $5. That's how strip clubs are too. I remember I was at a strip club one time, and I don't even. Yeah, you go to the ATM to get some money out. You know, who's gonna go be in the strip club, not giving no damn tips? I got to go and get $20 in ones real quick. Hold on, I'm not gonna sit on the. Well, who sits at the fucking front of the stage and doesn't throw no $1 bill? You're just a weirdo, bro. You're creepy. When they say you don't have to pay at the strip club, like they don't really mean it. Yeah, you don't have to, but like, why are you even here? Yeah, but yeah, the ATM at the strip club one time, and this is like 15 years ago. That shit was $9. It was $9. A rip off, hell yeah. But yeah, at least I had that ahead of time. I had my bank account linked into several things, like my OnlyFans. Just have to find another way. What's crazy though is Cash App. They give you a checking account and a routing number, an account number, and all that shit. It's a real bank account. I mean, it's not a bank you can go to like a brick and mortar in the flesh building, but it's still cool that they have that. It's cool when they do it. The problem when I do it, but fuck them. What casino? Where'd you go? Pink? What state? I used to like casinos. They're pretty cool. We got a couple. That's the only cool thing Oklahoma has. What other fun things are there in your towns? A lot of states don't even have gambling. I've realized. Texas, you can't gamble. I'm not sure about Florida. New York State, you can't gamble. California, I don't. Can you gamble in California? I don't think so. Because if you could, why would people not have casinos? I remember that knucklehead Q just at the beginning of the show a little bit ago. He was so happy that this fucking person I used to talk to was on his show. He thought he like made it to the big leagues. Fees, 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 fees. Hard Rock, that's right. Damn, I gotta go. I gotta go find somewhere to hang out for a bit. I don't even know where I want to go. I drive to Louisiana. I did the same shit. I was hanging out with my friend down there in Houston, and she worked all during the week. So I was down there for like a couple of days, and she has to work from like 7 in the morning till 5 at night. I drove from Houston. I drove east, maybe 100 miles. It was in the Champagne Bubble at 21, and I went to Lake Charles, Louisiana. It was the closest casinos. There was nothing to do in Houston. I fucking drove around in circles and shit. Houston was cool. It was big as fuck, but like if you didn't want to go shopping, then there was nothing to do. Then of course they got nightlife, but fuck, that shit's lame as hell. I'm not into. I don't even like strip clubs. I just use that for an example. I sure don't like bars and clubs. I don't go into them, but they're not like a fun thing to me. Yeah, Lake Charles, Louisiana. I can't remember what the casino is, but they had three of them. I only went to the big one. I don't fuck with the little casinos because to me, for one, I've been to small casinos. Oklahoma has 500 casinos. You can drive anywhere. They got casinos that are like smaller than the half of this duplex. You know what I mean? Like for real, you'll go in a casino and they'll have like 20 slot machines, one security guard, and one booth to check out your money and shit. Yeah, like damn, we're on top of each other in here. Sardines in a can. I lost money at that damn Lake Charles casino, like $500. I was playing some dumbass. What was that? It was like a slot machine that had a Walker Texas Ranger. The slot machines are so funny. They always have like the oldest TV shows too. There was a slot machine of Walker Texas Ranger, and it was Chuck Norris up there, and it was just like a slot machine. And it was like maximum $10 spins, and I was $10 the fuck out of that shit. And about an hour later, I lost all my money. Drove back to Houston. I didn't have nothing to do anyways. I've never been on a riverboat. They got those in Mississippi because they can't gamble in Mississippi. Lake Charles, Louisiana. I've been to Las Vegas, obviously. They got a casino west of Denver, like something about Black Hills or Black Mountain or something like that. Like I was saying, Oklahoma has a gazillion casinos because this is where all the Native Americans were sent off to whenever the land was being stolen from them. Turn of the century, around the late 1800s and early 1900s. They made these Native Americans walk from wherever they were at, places as far as 2,000 and 3,000 miles away, way up in the Northeast, like in Pennsylvania and shit. They made those Native Americans walk all the way to Oklahoma. Like disgusting to even say it. On purpose, obviously. And a lot of them didn't survive, including the elderly. And they called the Trail of Tears the path that they walked. But they sent them out here to Oklahoma because this was the shitty badlands that you couldn't farm on. There wasn't like a lot of cattle or what's that called? They couldn't graze. You couldn't really raise livestock. You couldn't plant no crops. They called Oklahoma the Badlands, and so they came up with some fucking shenanigan-filled nonsense where they were going to get pretty much like every Native American as like a stipend. Like here's 40 acres and a mule type shit. It was called the Dawes Act, DAWES. And yeah, that's a whole other fiasco. But that's where all the reservations came from. And reservations are land that they gave back to the Indians. Like imagine the Indians didn't even care about the concept of land ownership because they were like nomadic in nature. I don't know. Like to me, poker. I played poker a little bit in prison. I didn't play it very seriously because people they fuck each other up over poker. Fuck that, because I was on my face or something on the screen. But yeah, poker seems like it would be fun. It would be fun to get into. But to me, like if you went to a casino, it's more fun to play slot machines, like $1 slot machines, because you could like win from $1 like $1,000. You can't. I guess you could do that in poker, but you have to get like really lucky, and it takes like a long time to get to know people and shit and against them, or at least I'd imagine. I used to play online poker. used to play on it before they banned it, actually, way back in a decade ago. I don't even know what the status of online poker is anymore, but I thought that was pretty cool for a while. I would play a Texas Hold'em, like you said, 2-card Texas Hold'em, no limit Hold'em, I think it was called. You know, the flop, the river, the turn, some shit like that, whatever the order is. Oh man! And then let's see, they shut down the poker websites. It was like a whole big fiasco to get rid of Osama bin Laden, but they came and basically got rid of the poker websites I used. One of them being Absolute Poker. I actually was pretty good at I think about it, but you know that a lot of it is bluffing. So like, if you were good at that, you could probably be good at poker. And to me, like to be good at bluffing, you'd have to have money because you'd have to not care if you lost. So you can't really be good at bluffing if you can't afford to lose. But yeah, I used to play online poker. I was never very good at it in terms of winning money, but a lot of spades in prison. You know, I didn't get into spades or dominoes. To me, those were not my type of games. I liked to play chess if I played anything, and then like yeah, I would occasionally play poker. What's up, Johnny? No, but I played on Absolute Poker. I played on Ultimate Bet, and then they got these websites shut down. Like the feds came and shut them down. You never gamble, not your thing. Yeah, you know what's crazy? When I lived in Las Vegas, I didn't gamble either. It just wasn't that fun. But then when I came back to boring ass Oklahoma, it's like I've been to the casino a few times. There's nothing. It's fun to even just go somewhere because like it's not Las Vegas. There's not people everywhere. We got 2 malls, both which are dead as hell. I'm like damn near 40 years old. Like so I'd pretty much have to like go out to bars and meet people if I was trying to like kick it or whatever. Something besides slots. I want to learn how do you win money playing slots? That would be interesting. Those little fucking in Oklahoma, they got these stupid ass bingo card system. I don't know what it means to me. It's all a scam. And then the slot machines themselves, like the reels and shit that spin, those are just for, they say right there, entertainment purposes only. So it's hard to explain. Your head isn't on properly. Oh, Elizabeth, you ain't seen the egghead. I did not shave it. That's the egghead. Saved myself $30 with that little haircut. Yes, I did. And I'm pretty happy with my purchase. The barber could have took his time a little more and been more attentive to detail. What's up, Hellcat? But you know, he didn't look like he knew what he was doing. So I'm happy that he came out with as skilled of a job as I have. No comment, Dancer. No comment. No comment. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. So we have 64 viewers here. Should I start the other stream for the hell of it, just in case nobody knows I'm live? But everybody knows we're live at 7 o'clock. If you're bored, or you want to see what I've been up to, or you want to ask me something, or tell me to watch something, or anything of that nature, 7 p.m. every day. Probably 17 other times as well, because you know, I stream a lot of the time to talk to people. I did go riding around today. It was raining, so I had put a bag over my window. I don't like riding with that shit up. It looks dumb as fuck. You're a new sub. I don't even know why you went to court. Thank you for being a new sub. Sorry, I'm so short and snidey with the court talk. It's because I have a harassing, stalking creepazoid that has come to 3 or 4 of my court dates. The last time he came to a court date, I smacked him upside his little fucking dumbass egghead. And he got an egghead, not me. My head is His shit looks like a damn meteorite. There's a lot of blue. You're not new. You're not new. Cut the nonsense. Cut the nonsense. They're getting ready to be all blue in a second if you start with some nonsense. Keep it going. A lot of blue and chat. So what? Critic? Don't know who I am. Sure. I mean, not because I'm popular or nothing, but that comment right there with a dead giveaway. Mm-hmm. New viewer. Psh. No, I don't know where new viewer is. Exactly. It's a great crowd. I was watching this video from Alexander Mayer's channel, and it shows that I had 7,800 subscribers 10 months ago. So 7,800, and now I got 11,600. So basically, I gained 4,000 subscribers in less than a year. My channel nearly doubled, not quite. Close to, I'm almost at 12, and I was at not even 8. So 50% channel growth in 10 months in terms of subscriber number. Viewership is way up. Now, something interesting is going on, and it's that Michelle is out. I mean, you would have been able to guess this, but Michelle is outlasting these people that were her haters, mostly because she's like me and doesn't have anything better to do. She got Charlotte's channel deleted. Bombshell and Bot. See, the thing with Michelle is she don't care about money because she has all this money just given to her. She gets like $5,000 a month just for nothing. Like, that's unbelievable. But what it does is allow her to not have to really stream for tips and donations, because whether or not she gets them, she'll still have money to do all the shit she wants. Not like she can't be balling out, but she got all the Tito's. And, what kind of cigarettes does Michelle smoke? I don't even know. Ugh. Nasty. Forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, Michelle's outlasting some of her critics. Charlotte on the Web got banned for this a bit. Hellcat, that's pretty crazy. She had jumped to the forefront as far as a ski hater. Damn Charlotte. Every time she went live, she was hating on me. And she was more than just being a shit talker. She was I was trying to stop burping. Somebody said they wear earbuds, and that's really loud. So my part. I just ate a meatloaf sandwich, a bunch of nacho cheese Doritos, and drinking a Sprite. That would be the recipe. Marlboros. I think Michelle did take them down inadvertently. It wasn't part of no master plan, I don't think, because she never went away, and she kept making her own channel after channel. I think she inadvertently caused them to get themselves banned, because Michelle is banned, and they would restream and recap her, and that's against the terms of service. Thing was, nobody ever really knew that was against the terms of service, and then somebody like read them, 500 pages, and that's one of them. You can't restream a banned user. She was slow playing her, fucking rolled her ass right on out of here. And what I mean about the money is that Michelle didn't give a fuck whether or not she was making any money, and she was letting them knuckleheads use her, and they were making 1,000+ a day. Bot, definitely. Bombshell, we've seen it. They weren't trying to hide it or nothing. Bombshell was like practice, making insane amounts of money just by restreaming Michelle. And Michelle's steady making YouTube channels and going live. And what's up in BL? Michelle's steady making channels and going live, and this and that. I don't think she knew what she was doing, but there is a slim. I've said it from the beginning. To me, Michelle at times is like a super genius. She's like a super genius. There's an actor named Andy Kaufman that was like really awkward and obscure, but like after the fact, he's like remembered as like this really good actor, because he never came out of character. Like he would live in character for years. I feel like Michelle is like that. I've said it like way back in the beginning, but Michelle came from some community, and I've heard musings and rumblings about different places that she originated at, but it was not the MGL. It was not Molly Golightly with that rope nonsense that most people think of being her start. No, she started somewhere else doing something else. And honestly, I know what it is, and I could expose her. I can't expose her because I can't prove it. But Michelle Michelle was actually a part of a like prank callers essentially. And I can't remember what their names are, but somebody told me about it. And there was this, there's a person that I know that was one of these shitheads. But they would be the people that called restaurants, called locations where the original streamers were at back in like 2016, and just got them like kicked out of there by saying weird shit. He's filming up little kids' skirts or some shit, and then the store would kick them out. She was part of like a trolling something on Discord. I don't know how she got over the Molly Go Lightning and stuff. That's just what I heard though. There's no proof, but they knew a lot of stuff about her. Another W for Michelle. It's the first one if ever. I didn't like Charlotte. She started talking shit about me just because I had conversations with a woman named Michelle on the internet. It was really weird. Nobody tells me what to do, especially not nobody that. And Bombshell was a shithead. Bot's a big shithead. But to me, Charlotte was the worst of the worst because at least with Bombshell and Bot, when they talk shit about me, they're like trying to roast me, I guess would be the term. They're trying to rag on me, hate on me, flame me or something. They're trying to have a little back and forth. She was so serious. She was so like, somber and like everything was life or death. And she made me think she actually thought I was like this monster or something. I mean, clearly I'm no worse than like a bot or best of whatever the fuck. Bombshell. I'm just another person talking shit. That shit irritated me. The fact that she was this big ass bully, worse than Bombshell, because Bombshell's a little bitch ass bully herself, but Charlotte was worse than any of them. Charlotte was worse than any of them, and she somehow got a pass because of her southern draw and the fact that she was. All three of them are white ladies, I think. Bombshell, Bot, and Charlotte, but Charlotte looks the whitest, if that makes sense. The other two look like they could be Italian. Not to say that that's not white. They also could be like Hispanic of some type. They could be Cuban almost. But I mean, trying to insult Cubans, right? Cuba, the whole island of Cuba is going crazy right now. Yeah, I almost did a Cuban accent. I'm not gonna do it. All I ever got is Scarface. But I thought Bombshell, or excuse me, Charlotte got a lot of passes because of the presentation. She would say it with like a nice little soft tone, but she was saying the meanest shit, suggesting the worst things, hyping up her crowd. She had more viewers than all of them, but she had a bigger little community that she leached her way into. Some woman named Katie Joy, KJ, I think. Thank you, City Girl. Thank you for sharing my Cash App. If anybody would be so kind and give me a tip, I'd appreciate it very much. And thank you so much to the people that have. I appreciate you guys. Charlotte is like Emilio Sanctimonious. They should get married. Well, she was his biggest supporter. That's another reason I didn't like her. Bombshell didn't really never fuck with New Jersey court. She might have like endorsed him verbally, but never heard of her giving him no money. Bot is a scumbag, and she wants to be somebody like that little Luther in terms of like getting FOFAs or FOIAs, whatever else. But no, it was Charlotte on the web that kept promoting this fucking loser, egghead dumbass. And then she went so far as to be an actual member of the jury, like one of his channel members. It was lame. It was lame. And she talked shit about me for months before I ever responded. When I responded, I got a bunch of fucking heat for that. And okay, I understand why I do. But at the same time, this person talked shit for so long that I didn't care. I didn't care. And in hindsight, it made me look bad to say that about her and not be able to prove it. But let us not ever forget that she never disproved it. To me, now that I think back to that, that's still a little odd to me. She never proved what she went to prison for. And